I'm Jenny with Roots and Wings Furniture and Home, and today we are going to talk about the circular saw. As a friendly reminder, be sure to always know where your fingers are. Use common sense when using any power tool, and especially important for this one, be sure to have some eye protection and ear protection handy. A note on the ear protection. I realized that when I wear earplugs, I am much less afraid of the really loud saws. So if you tend to be a little bit afraid of them, they just kind of freak you out, try to get some good earplugs. Something about quieting that noise a little bit makes them seem much less scary. So just wanted to throw that out there in case that's helpful for you. This is our circular saw, and I have a battery powered one. This charges just like our drill does on the battery powered charger attached to the plug. I like the battery powered ones because they are easy, they're portable, they're easy to move around the house wherever you need them, but they do come in corded versions as well, and those are nice because then you don't have to worry about your battery ever running low, which they do tend to do pretty frequently. It's very often that you're working on a project, getting through all your cuts, and your battery dies. So just be prepared for that and have that battery charged as much as possible. It takes a lot of power to cut through your wood. All right, what we have here is a trigger system here underneath, and most of the circular saws have a thumb button start as well, so you push the thumb button and the trigger at the same time to get it going. That's how you start it. It's a safety mechanism. You cannot just pull the trigger on most saws. This is a smaller blade, which is nice because it makes this all handheld, but it's also a fixed blade. So you are never doing curved cuts with this. You're only doing straight cuts. This has a blade guard here, which as you push through the wood, this will naturally lift up and stay out of your way. On occasion, you will have to manually move your guard to get your saw moving through your wood. This has a depth. You can set the depth using this piece here, and most will have just a little screw that loosens it. You can move your guard either up or down depending on the depth of your wood, and then just tighten it up here. The other thing you can do with a circular saw here is change your angle. So if you want to cut at an angle, do a bevel cut, you can do that by loosening this here, adjusting the angle of the plate, and that's how your blade will move. I don't think I've ever actually done that. I always keep it in the 0 position, moving straight through. But it's useful to have in case you're doing a special project where you may need that. Other than that, one more thing to show you. If you ever need to change your blade, there is a button here that is a lock button. It will lock your blade from moving, so you'll need to wiggle it a little bit and push your lock button. While you're holding your lock button down, you would then move this nut, loosen this nut, and it's the opposite direction of as usual. Take out the blade and replace it. You will know if your blade is dull, if it's starting to wear out, if your cuts are really jagged, if you've got a lot of splinters and it's just not making a smooth cut. A new blade on a saw is just so fun because it makes your cuts smooth as butter. So something to watch for. All right, let me dive in. Let's cut this board here. I'll show you how I would cut a piece of wood with a circular saw. Mark your cut on your piece of wood, and I always use a square to get a nice straight line all the way across the piece. Then you line up the saw so that your mark is showing through the notch in the top of the saw. Keeping that mark right there the whole time, slowly run your saw across your piece of wood, letting it do the work. And you have yourself a nice straight cut. And just like that, you know how to use a circular saw. I hope that makes it seem not quite as scary as it was before. Don't forget you can check out all of the other Power Tool Basics videos in in this playlist here, and if you'd like to see some projects that I've used a circular saw on, you can check out this playlist right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we will see y'all next time.